back to normal at Poe Homes after many people live without running water for 9 days, but some are still not happy with the way the city responded to them, and now they're holding a rally outside City Hall. And that's where we find WMAR 2 News' Abby Isaacs, who's been on this story for the last 9 days. Abby?
Well, community activists are here holding a rally outside of City Hall to show their support for the people who live at Poe Homes. They don't want anyone in the city to have to go through what the people at Poe Homes have gone through for the last 9 days, because they were out of water for almost 9 days after a water main break. And you can see people are here with signs that say justice for Poe Homes and decent housing is a human right. They are calling for increased transparency and accountability in the city, and the councilman for the Poe Homes district, John Bullock, here saying he wants to see more communication between people out in the field and in City Hall. Now, at last check yesterday, the Housing Authority of Baltimore City did say that all 280 units have sufficient water service as of yesterday, and they also changed out nearly 300 toilets, replacing them with toilets that better handle the low water pressure flow from the temporary bypass that was installed over the weekend to get the folks more water. When we checked back in earlier today at Poe Homes, all of the trash and toilets had been taken away, and it looked like people were just starting to get back to normal, but they're still very upset with how the city handled the crisis. Mayor Jack Young said today the city responded appropriately, and lots of people pitched in to help get residents water, food, and showers.
We worked very hard to try to do what we could to make it more easy for those residents. People said we didn't care. We do care. I care about every citizen in Baltimore, and we showed that by our presence.
To have human beings to go without water for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, when we supposed to have one of the best water departments in the country, our DPW department. But once we found out, we understand the aging infrastructure. But once we found out the reaction of the Baltimore City Housing Authority, where they wasn't even going to provide water until people off the street started bringing water, then it took them 3 days just to even acknowledge there was a problem. Then we have further investigated to find out the problem is because the power flushing toilets that they bought, that they removed from Poe Home in the dead of night by the Housing Authority employees.
Some people at Poe Homes also have concerns about possible water contamination leading to breakouts and rashes. Now, DPW ran some tests, and the preliminary results show that water quality is safe. They're just waiting for bacteria test results to come back in, and the Department of Health is also working with those residents who have reported rashes and breakouts to see what they might have been caused by. Now, as for the water main break, DPW is now working on a permanent fix. They don't have a timeline yet on how long Poe Homes will be serviced through the temporary bypass, and the Baltimore City Council has also asked to have a hearing with DPW to talk about how this was handled and how to better handle outages in the future. Live at City Hall, Abby Isaacs, WMAR 2 News.
All right, Abby.